So we are on formative 1.9 to 1.10. I just realized that my label for this was wrong. My bad on that. Hopefully so far you found 1.9 and 1.10 pretty easy and pretty straightforward with not too many problems. This formative was pretty short, just 2 questions, a little bit of work in this first one to use this chart to create a pie chart and then round each percent to the nearest whole number. Okay, so our first step is we need to figure out the number of people that have each of these pets. So 55 people have cats, 3 people have a miniature horse, 2 people have a llama. How many in total were surveyed, maybe? Because to create a percent, we need the part over the whole. So 55 out of how many people have cats? 56 out of how many people have dogs? So quickly type up all those into your calculator and you get 175 if I did my math correctly. So we're going to go 55 divided by 175, which will give us 31%. And then dogs is 56 out of 175, which gives us 32%. Iguanas, 5 out of 175 is 3%. Birds, 18 out of 175 is 10%. Llamas, 1%. Miniature horse, 2%. And fish is 21%. And if you added all of these percents up, it should equal 100%. Since we rounded to the nearest whole number, you might get just slightly above or below 100, but you should be very close to 100%. And then the total people was 175. So then I'm not too picky on your graph or your pie chart and if it's 100% accurate, but do your best to eyeball and make sure that it looks relatively realistic. So we have dogs and cats. They make up 60% of our graph, a little bit more than half is what I said. They're obviously the biggest slices. Fish comes next, birds, iguana, miniature horse, and llama, all pretty small chunks. Now, do the percents in this pie graph total to 100%? If not, give a possible reason. I just kind of answered that question. In this case, yes, they do. I rounded the decimals to the nearest percent, but it worked out evenly this time. That's not to say that next time it's going to work out perfectly. Just in this problem, it happened to work out perfectly. And then for question number 2, we need to use the graph to answer the following question. So identify the independent and dependent variables in this situation. So what do we have going on? We have people visiting a beach. Average daily temperatures is on our x-axis in degrees Fahrenheit, and then the number of visitors is on our y-axis. And independent variable is always your x-axis, or the thing that's happening first without anything affecting it, which happens to be the average daily temperature. So average daily temperature is independent. Nothing is affecting the temperature. Visitors are not affecting the temperature. Dependent is the number of visitors because they rely on the temperature. So if it's really cold outside, if it's 82 degrees, not many people are going. But if it's 92 to 96 degrees, a lot of people are going to the beach. What conclusions can you draw from this scatter plot? Well, I just kind of said, but the number of visitors depends on the temperature. The warmer the weather, the more people that go to the beach. Again, hopefully this was a pretty easy formative, straightforward, and you didn't really have any big concerns.